So it is almost allergy season, and allergy season for me is pretty much any season that is not winter. I've suffered with allergies my entire life since I was a young child. Back then there was no such thing as allergy meds. In the 80s there was Sudafed, which for me is a sleeping pill. In the 90s they came out with some better meds, but still made me drowsy. Finally they came out with Claritin, and I thought it was a wonder drug. Problem was, it's one of those drugs that your body gets used to, so to make it more effective, you have to take more of it, more often. And my allergies are bad enough that at one point, when you're supposed to take one pill a day, there were days when I was taking up to 3 to 4. And even though it was getting rid of my allergies, there were other side effects to it, as with any pharmaceutical drug, that were very unpleasant, like jitteriness, anxiousness, just many of them that just were becoming intolerable. And then a little over a year ago, I was introduced to essential oils and saw a video on YouTube about a gentleman who had been in a very similar situation to me with allergies and was given a blend of oils, and it drastically helped the situation. So that's when I started digging into essential oils, even though I'd been kind of a passing fan of essential oils for several years. I never really dug into what they really could do. And disclaimer here, I am relaying my experience with essential oils to you. I am not telling you what to do. I'm not advocating that you go out and do this for you, because it might not work for you. You need to research, you need to make sure you have a reputable source, and you need to make sure what you are using is good for what you are needing it for. I generally see use of essential oils as a prevention, and I do still go to typical Western medicine when necessary. In fact, I still do occasionally take Claritin. However, I will say, since using essential oils, when I do take the Claritin, I have to take much less, and it's much more effective because, again, my body is not used to it now. And I take it for a shorter period of time, whereas before I was practically taking it year-round. Again, for me, there's allergy season and there's winter. But today I am refilling my allergy blend, and this is, again, a blend that I started from the YouTube video I saw, and I'll try and look for that. I don't believe that channel is even active anymore, but I'll try and look for it, and if so, I'll link it here in the video and in the description. But I started with that, and then as I researched more, I added 2 more oils to the blend. Or no, just 1. But I use doTERRA oils. Disclosure, I am a wellness advocate for them. But again, I am relaying my experience, not prescribing or telling you. So take that for what it is. For my blends, I use empty roller bottles. They have a little metal roller on the end of it, colored glass. I believe that saves the oils from light. And then when I refill, I have this device here that is really good for getting under the roller cap to dislodge that. And to warn you, I see better without my glasses, so at some point I may take them off. And to get this started, it is a little difficult at first to get up under there, but once you get it, it's pretty good. And when working with my oils, I always have a plate and a paper towel so that I am not risking a spill onto the table or the tablecloths with any of my essential oils or my carrier oil. The carrier oil I use is extra virgin olive oil. You can use olive oil, coconut oil, any type of like nut oil will work. Now for my allergy blend, I use lemon, lavender, peppermint, eucalyptus, and melaleuca or tea tree oil. And I use these in equal parts. In a bottle this size, I'll put 20 drops of each in there to make sure I get the effectiveness I need. And here's where I take my glasses off. You just want to drop in there and count as you're doing it. All right. And then, now all of these oils that are in this blend have properties that are very effective in alleviating and lessening the ramifications of allergy symptoms. And therefore that's why I love them so much, is because for me they work. All right. And again, the more if you decide to work with essential oils, the more you use them, the more you'll realize of uses they have. Because these oils here I got for the purpose of this allergy blend, and yet after using them this way, I learned that there were other things they were good for. And so again, that's where you doing your research on what you need taken care of will, aid you greatly in knowing what oils to get. Okay. One more to go. Okay, so now I've got, I almost spilled it. So now I've got all the oils in there, all the essential oils in there. I'm not sure if it will show on the camera, but it's just under halfway up the bottle. And again, I do that because my allergies are so bad, I need a really high concentration for this. Now, I live life dangerously when putting in my carrier oil. Because I've been told a lot of people will put the carrier oil in the bottle first and then fill it up with the essential oil so they don't risk overspilling it. I'm backwards. It works for me. But you do want to be very careful about pouring your carrier oil in when your essential oils are already in there, because if you overflow it, you'll lose the essential oils first out of the bottle. All right, so now I've got the essential oils and the carrier oil in there, and I'm shaking it all over the place. All right, and all I do with this is I just apply it several times a day to the back of my neck. If I'm having a really bad day, I'll put it across my temples and on my cheeks. With essential oils, you want to be very careful how close you get to your eye. You don't want to get that stuff in your eyes. That will be very, very painful. In fact, after working with essential oils, don't even touch your face for a while if you're going near your eye. So that was my allergy blend. To me, that is the most important blend I have. And it has done wonders for me. And again, if you're looking for a natural solution to get you away from, the chemicals and synthetics that are in over-the-counter and pharmaceutical drugs, do your research and look for the natural remedies that you can use for what you need them for. And if you'd like, contact me in the comments below or privately, and we can discuss my experiences with oils and how they might apply to what you need them for. With that, I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.